Hey y'all, this is a problem. It could be a big problem. This arrowhead I found the other day right here in this creek bottom. Hopefully you guys can see this. It's a huge problem, so we're going to talk about it. Y'all, I'm at a loss on how to even proceed here. This has been it's a problem. Here's the deal. And there's going to be folks watch this for the first time, first video they've ever watched, and it's going to really screw things up. So, to understand where I'm coming from on this, maybe, here's a shameless commercial, whatever. You need to watch a video that I did last week on having a bunch of arrowheads and points stolen. Minimum, you need to watch the last arrowhead video I did, how was it? That was Saturday, where I found this point and one other. It would lend some context. Since I started doing this a little over a year ago, I have strived for transparency because there's some videos out there that I've picked on. There's stuff out there that's fake as hell, okay? It just is. I've done this too long. I watch the way things are approached. I see people's reactions. It's fake. And then I got this. You understand what this is? I get home from work last night, get a shower, get ready for bed. I have an email from a viewer. They showed me standing right here holding this point, and on that point are 4 numbers, 2012. That's my numbers, that's my handwriting. That's my marker I used to use, and still would if I had to. He said, you know what, I can't see it hardly now. I don't have glasses on like I ought to have maybe. He said 2012. I think that's what it says. Or 2312. That changes it. He sent me the picture. I didn't. Anyway, it's either it had to be 2012. It's a code. That's Site 20 2012. That's how simple that was. It's something I tried. There's actually a real archaeological code you're supposed to use. I didn't know about it until about 2011. By then I was doing my own thing, and I did not write on every point that I found. I couldn't see this. I can't believe I washed this thing off, and I didn't see this the other day. I'd been out for 4 hours, sweat. See, everything I do now sound like I'm making an excuse trying to cover my ass. That's a lot of covering. So bottom line is this. I pulled this point out of right there, I guess. The video showed just a tip sticking out. But it's my point. So that's how I went to bed last night. And I tossed and I turned. I was upset. And about 1:15 in the morning, I woke up, lightning bolt. And I explain that to you real quick. Try to make sense here. Let me move this. There's another point behind all this, I hope. Guys, that's all I've been thinking about since last night. I don't have I didn't write the man's name down. It's in my computer. Robert. Man, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. This man could have made a big deal out of this. He was very polite. He pointed out to me that this point I found had a number on it. Oh, it's a problem. And here I am looking for arrowheads while I was supposed to be talking to you guys. So in that video, I talked about this creek. It's a little creek, straight line, about a third of a mile of my house, maybe a half mile by gravel road, maybe. And this creek runs, again, straight line, maybe 4 miles before it hits the next bigger creek. Maybe 5 miles of creek total. I've walked over half of it. I've never, ever ever found an artifact or hardly even a flake in this creek. I can show you habitation like at my house around it, but I've never found anything in this ditch. It's just a ditch. The headwaters are maybe a mile that way. It's where it starts. I mean, I can show you the 2 or 3 places it starts. It's not a very big deal. Am I rambling too much, guys? I'm trying to make this make sense. So, about 6 years ago, or maybe winter 7 years ago, I was trapping here. And it's all changed and looks different. I haven't scoured this thing. I mean, there's like a flake right there. Anyway, I found a point right about in here, in the bottom of the ditch, which makes no sense except point to where you find them. Actually, there's a mound on this property right here I don't have permission to be on and never will get permission up there. I've always looked up and down the road and found some debitage up on the side of the road before. I gotta get to a point here. So there was an arrowhead, a decent one, nothing fancy, but it's a whole point laying right there. Never found a point in this creek. I talked about that in a video the other day. But I look everywhere. So this thing was in the dirt. It was in very loose dirt, which is kind of surprising a little bit. Sometimes you got pry them out, sometimes they fall out. This thing fell out. And there was another flake or something with it. I don't even see it now. And here I go looking for frickin' arrowheads again. What is wrong with me? So, the rapture event I had at 1 o'clock this morning or whatever, I woke up thinking, wait, this is my point. That's my right and that's my code. Site 20 is, 4 miles this way. It was all surface finds. And then I kind of started remembering this point has a lot of cortex still on it. I started trying to remember. I found a lot of points over the years, thank goodness. Man, my heart's beating hard. What's wrong with this? So, I got to thinking. So I come here about 20 minutes ago. This is private property that I have permission to be on, except nice old lady, my neighbor here, her son does not want me on the property. And he has made that very clear to me, so I don't try. I give up. I got plenty of other places. This has not been an arrowhead hunt spot. It's a trapping spot, almost exclusively. Where do I go next? This, the whole point of the video was looking at these cuts and these washouts on these bridges and things, wherever heavy equipment moved dirt. That makes sense? So, but this bank here, actually there used to be a big old tree, a big elm tree. That one's dying too. There was an elm tree right here. I remember that. That's how much it's been cut out. By water, by the road graders, maintainers trying to get the water to flow out. And that was, it's been gone for 5 years maybe. So I got up here with my stick digging. And I didn't film it because I'm upset. And right up in here, I pulled this out. Basically on top of the ground. And guys, that's mine. That's from my house. So, did that prove a point to me? Maybe. I had all them arrowheads stolen. I find one here where I've never found one before, and I find one yesterday with my number on it. You get where I'm trying to go with this. Those are my points. I'm pretty sure this ugly old crude tool, I don't remember where that come from. It's Burlington Church. I remember it's got whatever. It's an ugly old tool, but there it was. So if these are my points, well, they are my points. There's just no doubt in my mind now. And this winter, I'm going to scour this area as much as I can without getting onto this property. I'm going to check this all out real careful. So that takes you to a whole nother question why I didn't sleep for squat last night. Is why? Did somebody steal stuff from my rock garden and then throw it in the creek? What in the world? What kind of conniving, sinister thought process would that be that's going to get me in trouble with my YouTube channel? Because I just didn't, if I would have seen that stupid number, I mean, I had it right there in my hand. I still can't hardly see it. Freaking old, getting blind and getting deaf and getting ugly is tough. And I'm rambling. I know, I'm rambling. Why would somebody do that? So I woke up this morning, kinda. That looks like a freaking axe right there. I'm not even gonna touch it, it's not. I woke up this morning and had another thought. Had some stuff I had to do before I come down here. Now I gotta go to work. I gotta get this off my chest. I'm gonna go to work and put this video up before I do anything else. Nip this in the bud. I mean, look at the way I collect stuff. I've got rocks scattered everywhere that I never put on video. I had a customer come in my restaurant, and I cannot remember who it was. He's not a regular customer. Because I have people talk about rocks. A lot of folks know I'm an arrowhead hunter. It's probably what got me in some trouble. He asked me several years ago. I'll remember who he is sometime, I hope. Why there would be numbers written on an arrowhead. Because he had found one in a creek, I don't remember where, had numbers written on it. I told him, well, sometimes we catalog them. I never thought about it. I'd like to know what those numbers are. I couldn't find my notebook this morning. I've got my notebook. I have 21 or 22 sites that I had recorded stuff from. This one has number 20 on it. I thought I lost that arrowhead for a minute. I wish I hadn't found it now. Kinda. So he found one somewhere. I don't know where. I think it was the creek down the road, the next creek down, I don't know. He said it had numbers on it. I should have. I wasn't thinking. I didn't know. Maybe I didn't even know. No, I knew at that time mine were gone. Anyway, whatever. I'm rambling. I know. This is upsetting y'all. So somebody took my points and threw them into creeks. And what sense does that make? Now that point is an average point from around here. It's worth about 40 or 50 bucks, maybe. At a pawn shop, 30 bucks, $25 maybe. So if the druggies did it, why would they do that? Maybe, well, because it's got numbers on it. But that tool don't have no. The one I found here in the ditch was not a numbered point. I would have remembered that. I would have seen that. My eyes were better 5-6 years ago. I'm not sure what to do. Nobody else has said anything about that video. And this man gave me a chance at an out on it, and I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I think his name's Robert. You know what, I'll look it up. If that's wrong, I'll edit this out. I hate editing. Editing makes you kind of into a liar sometimes. Y'all are treating me real well with this channel. I'm trying to do back good things for y'all. I don't need this. This is ugly. I'm not sure. I can tell you one thing. I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to say anything about another channel again, which I have not specifically. There's only a few. But one of them was so blatant, outright, foolish lie. Here in Missouri, we don't have points like he found. If what he found was real, it'd been history making. I'm never going to say anything again because I can see how bad it can go. So I may be screwing myself out of the whole deal by showing you all this, but I did. So if Robert's not right, I'm not going to tell you his whole name. You probably wouldn't want that, but he sent me a very nice email. Thank you, sir. Except you cost me a night's sleep, but that's on me, not you. I got to go get some work done. Thank y'all for sticking with me. I just don't. So if that's the mystery of my stone heads, you tell me what kind of person would be that vengeful. I don't have anybody. I don't know anybody. I don't get along with that bad. Another thing, a lot of people made comments. I need to point this out. I have not shared that rock garden with people. It's not that big a deal. It's just a thing. You come home, you put your points in a rock garden. It wasn't like a big bragging spot because there wasn't a point in it that was rare, over the top, crazy. There wasn't anything like that, except a pile of them. They're gone now. All that disturbed dirt. I told we talked one time at our breakfast table or whatever up at the restaurant. He's a scoundrel. Maybe he'll watch this. That'd be funny, because I know he sees my Facebook stuff. That'd be funny. His son's a worthless pile. Drugs, whatever. And I mentioned having a rock garden, decorative, putting a lot of stuff in it. That was 7 years ago, and yeah, I've had that in the back of my head, but I can't prove it. But that guy there would never throw them. He would never throw them away. It's guys, it's a mystery, and it's my problem. And I hope it doesn't kill my channel. I hope it doesn't. You'll never hear me saying about anybody ever again. You'll never, because you just never know. Bad things happen to good people, and it seems like the best things happen to bad people. I know this fall, when the grass goes away, of course, it's been 6 or 7 years ago. I can't remember. I'm betting on 7. Anyway, now this video went and got way too long. Okay, y'all, that's it. I'm Dale Verts. Forget the hickbilly. I'm a dumbass. I gotta go to work. Let me know what y'all think. Be honest. I really appreciate it. Talk to you later. God bless.